What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Raccoonus plays Sly Cooper and the Thievius Raccoonus Part 11. We are now going to enter the final area. This is where we will fight the final boss. We'll have to go through all the levels. There won't be any clue bottles to deal with, so we won't have to worry about that. But
okay, partner, this is it. A trip to Clockwerk's lair.
So that is the final boss, the final member of the.
We were on our way to the Clockwerk volcano in Russia. While looking over what little information I had on the final member of the Thievius tribe, I began to notice something. In the 4 parts of the Thievius Raccoonus recovered so far, several of the pictures depict a shadowy owl-like figure, which looks very similar to the police images of the mysterious Clockwerk. Is this a strange coincidence, or is there something I'm missing?
So, the Cold Heart of Hate is what this episode is called. Again, this is the final boss fight. But these are going to be a little bit different levels than what we're used to.
The road to Clockwerk's fortress is blocked. Do me a favor and shoot out that lock for me, would you, pal?
Let me see. So you move around with the left stick, and okay. So you shoot with the square button. It's a shame they don't tell you that. So you can see.
Check out all those mines. Think you can blow them away and clear a safe path for us?
Now I believe you have to clear every single mine, even these little oddball ones that are kind of stuck off to the side. Because if you watch the way that Murray drives the van, you can kind of tell which ones you have to and which ones you don't.
Bingo! My scanners indicate the Clockwerk is holed up in that owl-shaped tower.
First things first. We've got Hawks or Robo-Falcons at 12 o'clock, Sly.
Now these guys are kind of hard to hit, but you see they do fly around for a little while, and they will try to. I guess they'll try to run into you.
It's a giant death ray. Sly, take out those rocks or we're in trouble.
And so you can pretty much tell what we have to do. Just knock out, destroy obstacles that are in our way.
Heads up, the Robo-Falcons are back.
And as I said, they are very hard to hit. Once you learn their patterns, though, they do become a little bit easier, but it's kind of hard to learn their patterns right off the bat, and you have to deal with landmines. I did come into this having 2 horseshoes, and you really have to have 2 horseshoes coming into this. It makes it so much easier. So you're gonna have to deal with a lot of this stuff. The rocks take several hits to knock them out. As you go on, there will be more and more things for you to hit. And that's what really increases the difficulty. And there will be more and more of these Robo-Hawks, whatever they're called, Falcons. You just really try to shoot in a general direction and hope you can make it.
Nice shooting, Sly. Looks like we're in the clear.
If you come into this having 2.
Doesn't look tall enough for the turret to make it all the way through.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know Sly was going to talk there. You notice how if you come into this with 2.
Through that security door on the far side of the cavern. The only way to unlock it is to analyze at least 60 of those hanging computers. Would have been easy to get at them if Murray hadn't thrashed our new turret. Yeah, won't be a problem. I can hack the computer's connection coupling so they'll fall to the ground. Then Murray will have to run over them with the van. Okay, and Murray, remember to use our new battery ram by hitting the square button if anyone tries to keep you from those computers.
Alright, so.
There are only 119 computers up there, and these fire slugs seem intent on getting to them before us. The first one to 60 computers wins.
Alright, so just like they said, all you have to do is just destroy 60 computers. You want to make sure that you don't let the fire slugs get too many, though, because they can very easily get more than you can, and before you know it. So really what you want to do is attack big clumps. You can kind of see that there's little clumps of about 2 or 3 computers sitting around. If you see any fire slugs, of course, go after them. But you can see that the fire slugs total on the top left, and then your total on the top right. So that makes it a little bit easier, so that you can track who has what, and that will allow you that will help you figure out how fast you need to go. If you need to focus on destroying, going after. It determines your pace. With what you have to do. It's too close, to be honest. But the problem is there's a lot more fire slugs than you are, and they can maneuver a lot better than you can. So that makes doing this a lot harder. A lot harder as well. Just because the van doesn't control that well. I mean, it's okay. It's not the worst thing in the world, and I'm gonna fail this. Crap.
Those fire slugs are beating you to the computers. You'll never get to them all at this rate. Remember, use the battery ram to knock the fire slugs back into the lava.
Well, it seemed like all you had to do was just hit them, and they seem to disappear.
There are only 119 computers up there, and these fire slugs seem intent on getting to them before us. The first one to 60 computers wins.
Well, I'm just going to focus on getting computers, and if I see some fire slugs, I'll hit them, but I'm not going to go out of my way to hit them. And you can see how fast you can use the batter ram just by repeatedly mashing the square button. And of course, you don't want to follow the fire slugs because they can usually get to the computers before you can. What you want to do is just in the time I was spent wasting, this time I spent trying to follow the fire slugs, they caught up to me quite a bit. I had a pretty good lead before that. See, the fire slugs don't even have to really get close, that close to the computers to activate them. Unlike you have to drive over them. They can just kind of get they all have to do is just get real close to them to destroy them. See, getting lucky and trying to get into a clump of computers like this, that will help. Try not to go for any computers that are too far away. Try to stay more towards the center in the bigger clumps. But
Nice driving, Murray. Now we have enough data to open the security doors. Just past them is the control room to Clockwerk's Death Ray Tower. I think it's time for some Cooper thieving and sabotage. Don't you think, Sly?
so, thankfully this didn't take too long. Thankfully the first level didn't take that long. That's usually the level that gives me the most trouble.
Careful, Sly. Those tiles are booby-trapped. You better get out of there. Hold on. That's Carmelita. She looks trapped. Serves that cop right. She's been dogging us from the start. It's just a misunderstanding. We've got to free her. Are you crazy, Sly? Clockwerk probably stuck her there to trap you. But if I don't do anything, Carmelita's doomed. Besides, stealing just won't be any fun without her. Sly, your ridiculous raccoon logic sends shivers up my shell. But if you're determined to go through with this, that barrel will undoubtedly help, though I have no idea how you'll get up there. Dude, a spider jump here, a rail slide there. I've done this a million times.
Alright, so that's what we have to do. Avoid the tiles. Let me see. Figure out where I am. So I believe we're going to have to spire jump on this. And be careful while you're rail sliding on those. Pretty simple. Crap, really. The lava will probably, the lava will probably kill me. I don't think I'm saved from that. Really? I hit the circle button and it didn't do anything. I'll wait for the electricity to go and then I'll... Make sure I got fast on. definitely want to make sure that you're aiming in the right direction as you move on, move around, just so you don't, so that will, if you do happen to fall, you can get back up there again. I'm not sure if you die, if it will reset, if it will, oh crap, if it will reset. I didn't even notice that. I hope it does. Crap. Ah, that's a shame. Guess this area gives me trouble as well. Oh, I guess the fast doesn't work here. Oh, wrong button. Oh, well, no wonder I've been hitting the wrong button. You definitely want to collect this stuff just so that you can... Ah, crap. Just so that you can get coins out of it, so that you can try to get lives. You know, you may not be able to get a whole lot from this stuff around here, but it will definitely help. And so, okay, so that's what the bucket's used for. Oh, wow, this is going to be pretty difficult. Okay, so the bucket doesn't do anything for you. Or I guess the barrel doesn't do anything for you when you're like that. That stinks. But thankfully, if we do lose all our lives, you can come back to this area. You'll just restart back in this area rather than have to go through the entire level over again. So we're not going to have to do the car area or the computer area that we just did. I keep forgetting that's not a way to go faster. It just messes with the way everything is. Now, if you notice, if you do lose enough lives, you will gain a horseshoe, so that is useful. Sadly, I'm not guessing there's any way for us to get through here once this is red. Maybe if we're... Oh, okay, so I guess the barrel does work in the red, thankfully. Be very careful. Just take our time through here since this is all red. Probably taking it too easy, but it's better to be safe, especially this close to the stinking thing. Oh, that's right. I had a horseshoe. I forgot about that. But getting past this last crap. Are you kidding me? Somehow I made it through there, okay. And still got a horseshoe, so that's good. And everything's yellow, so hopefully as long as I don't trip the yellow here, I should be okay. Well, oh crap. Oh, you have got to be kidding me. shame I don't have 2 horseshoes, but... And it seems the red lights come on a little bit faster than what they normally do, or what they have done in the past, so that does increase the difficulty by quite a bit. Keep hitting the wrong button. Shame you can't knock those lights out, but... guess if you could do that, it'd make using the spire jump a little bit difficult going through there. Definitely, yeah, that's very useful. But I'm going into this next section, so I shouldn't have to worry about this.
Sly Cooper! I should have known you were behind this.
You got me wrong, Miss Fox. I'm here to rescue you.
You sentimental fool. Empathy has always been the downfall of the Cooper clan.
I knew this was a trap. Looks like I'm going to have to do some fast and furious hacking to shut down that gas before Sly's brain is turned to cheese.
Alright, so...
Haven't had to do this in a while. Okay, I used the left analog stick to steer and the right analog stick to unleash my hacker code. Those green data packets need to be destroyed if I'm going to get at the yellow security code.
Hey.
Looks like I triggered one of Clockwerk's security algorithms. Stay sharp, Bentley.
Oh, so you actually take damage from these green things. I didn't expect that. I thought I got all the yellow ones. Maybe I didn't. Maybe I have to go into the next, you know? That's pretty bad that you take damage from them, from those green things. Shoot. Maybe it doesn't eat lives. Well, okay, so it does eat lives. So we'll just stay back away from them a little bit more, or at least try to. Thankfully, you can attack the red things that the security things are shooting at you, but you can't seem to destroy the thing itself. Sadly. Ah, crap! Really? So it's instant death if they hit you. That's pretty bad. Oh, I guess it doesn't eat lives. So that's good. That's it. Sadly, it does eat horseshoes. Now, of course, the fastest way to get to the security, to the security things, the yellow ones would be just to try to shoot, shoot as close, not shoot the, not shoot the blocks away from you, of course, but try to get to them as open them as quickly as you can by shooting right in front of them to knock out the sides of the, come on, to knock out the sides of them so that you can get to them easier. Ah, crap. I'm trying to pay attention to too many things. Oh, you have got to be kidding me.
Level 2? Level 2? Level 3? Level 4? I'm the best. No code can stand before me.
Oh, I could have swore there was 5 levels to that. So it's...
Sly, I was wrong about you. Break me out of this force field by smashing its base, and I'll make it up to you somehow.
And so you can collect some, yeah, as I said, I'm pretty sure you could collect the coins, so if you had enough, you could get it either another life or a horseshoe, depending on whatever you had at that time.
I don't get it, Cooper. I've hunted you for years, tried to throw you behind bars, but when you get a chance to leave me in a cage, you set me free. Why?
Carmelita, we may be on opposite sides of the law, but you're not my enemy. Now, for the homicidal robotic owl who drove this death ray and nearly gassed us to death, that guy's on my list.
I see your point. All right. Until Clockwerk and his evil schemes are destroyed, I suggest we work together.
Together at last. I need that cane. It's been in my family for generations.
Don't worry, Ringtail. I'll cover you while you get it back. If you can, make your way to the top of the death ray. I stashed my jetpack there before Clockwerk nabbed me.
Now that we're a team and all, I need to leave your side.
Hold on. This truce is only temporary. Once we beat Clockwerk, I'm coming after you. Well, maybe I'll give you a 10-second head start.
Okay, let me see. I guess this is like, what the? Oh, they didn't tell me which button fired. So this is just like the Murray things. I don't believe you can actually hit Sly, but I'm not 100% sure. So and at this point, I would rather not try. Oh, oh. Crap. I don't think he's quite halfway yet, but he's pretty far up there. And because he's not Murray, he can do all of his different moves so that he can get up there faster, where Murray might not have been able to. should be pretty close by now. Oh, shoot that. So you can't hold it down, you have to just continuously mash. Oh crap, I forgot about that. So you do lose a life doing this, and sadly I'm not gonna get another, I ain't gonna get a horseshoe. But thankfully we can just keep retrying from this one area. Just, you know, be ready to hit that fire slug. You can actually hit them in the lava, which is useful if you know where they're going to come out of. That makes it a lot easier. And the next one should, yeah, so it should be over here. And the next thing should be the birds out of here. So, you know, while there is no enemies around, it's actually a good idea to go ahead and knock out those barriers just so you can get ready to hit the, oh crap, there's two of them. There may be more coming out, so you may want to be, so you definitely want to be ready. And I think, yeah, I thought I saw one. Yeah, so there you go. You got the thing, and now, and so now he's out, and I believe this is where we fight the boss, if I'm not mistaken.
Where's Carmelita's jetpack? Right where she said it would be. The magnetronic support field for the death ray got destroyed as you were making a run for your cane. You'd better hurry. This whole thing is about to fall apart.
I'm on it.
Okay, let me see. This is, we can't do anything right now. We don't, I'm not controlling this. May not even control it until you get to right. Yeah, I believe this is where you start to control it.
Fast. Climb, slide, climb.
Oh, you've got to be kidding me. And you have to sit through, well, you ain't got to sit through the entire thing, thankfully. And thankfully this isn't a sliding rail, so you can actually control when you go through this thing. Of course, you want to be careful. Well, there's
Smashing those gears with your cane. You've got to keep moving.
yeah, there ain't no way I'm gonna make it this time. I took too long. I think if you have a horseshoe and you take damage, the lava will actually reverse. The machine will come back out a little bit. And of course, there's no reason not to speed up through here. It's not going to affect the lava in any way, so you don't have to worry about that. The only thing you have to worry, about is just not getting stuck on something like this. But of course, I'm actually surprised I didn't take damage there. Now, getting the timing right for these barriers will definitely help you out. You have to get the timing right for this as well, not to make sure that you don't lose a whole bunch of time while going through this particular section. And so that you land close enough to get onto this rail. Again, making sure you get the timing right for this. If you have the horseshoes, don't worry about being... Oh, crap. That stinks. Because I don't think it's gonna... I don't think there's any checkpoints through here. Well, no, I don't think I would have been able to make it. I'm thinking if I was able to run faster than the barrier, then I might have been able to make it, but because I couldn't, there's no way. You know, gain a little bit of time through here. Anywhere you can gain time will definitely help. If there's there's just no way to gain time, then there's nothing you can do. But anywhere you can, like cutting, what? I was gonna say cutting there, but I'm pretty sure you can do it. That will definitely help. See, I do have a horseshoe, so that helps. Of course, you don't want to lose it this early on by getting caught in that barrier, because even by the time it took you to go through the being electrocuted animation, there'd be no benefit, and you would lose a horseshoe that you could use for a pure. Now, with this section that I just died at, I don't suggest trying to gain time by cutting to the second one. If you do have a horseshoe, just take that extra second to just do it the right way. You may not even, if you can get through here easily, you may not even want to do the double jump. I'm just doing it for extra security, but you definitely don't have to. Well, maybe you have to. I'm not sure. It depends on if you can comfortably get through here. Now you can see the electricity is going off on different on a different what do you call it? Oh, no. Okay, that works somewhat. I don't know where I'm supposed to go though. Oh no. Oh wow. First time I played this game, I did mess up there, and I tried to hit something and ended up dying. So thankfully it does.
Sly Cooper, you have assaulted my gas chamber and destroyed my death ray. Remarkable. You Coopers always find a way to beat me.
Always. So that was you in the background of all those old pictures of the Thievius Raccoonus. How old are you?
Perfection has no age.
What? You're immortal?
Revenge is the prime ingredient in the fountain of youth. I've kept myself alive for hundreds of years with the same time, jealousy and hate. But losing a game only eclipse your family's thieving reputation.
Sly! My missiles don't hurt him but seem to create holes in his armor. Shoot into the gaps I create!
Alright, so you have to dodge. We can't hurt him right now. You have to wait for Carmelita to knock a hole in his armor by dodging his attacks. You can kind of see how his attacks work. Or, the patterns that his attacks take. You really can't dodge that efficiently, just because because you really can't move up and down. There's a ceiling that that this will take, or that there is with a jetpack. So it's a little bit hard to dodge, and it kind of feels weird when you're dodging as well. Sadly, there are several phases to this boss fight, so just because you knock out phase 1 does.
Nice shooting, Sly! You got him! Wow, that's one tough owl.
I don't get it. You're so familiar with my family. You must have known my father had a son. If you hated the Coopers so much, why did you let me live when you stole the Thievius Raccoonus?
Because I wanted to show the world that without your precious book, the Cooper line was nothing.
Ah, well, there's where you're wrong. The Thievius Raccoonus doesn't create great thieves. It takes great thieves to create the Thievius Raccoonus.
Enough, Sly Cooper. It ends here. I will finish you like I finished your father. On the Cooper line, the race and the only master thief will be Clockwerk.
Okay, let me see. You have to. Crap! I hate this section, and I don't remember exactly if we have to start the entire boss fight over again. Wow, we do.
My intellect is refined. My experience is greater.
I forgot that you had to do that. That's what makes this boss fight so difficult, is because you have to start all the way over. Because you have to start all the way, all over again from the first phase, and you have to do each phase again and again. If you do fail.
This Cooper out yet?
pretty sure all you have to do is just go, go in the middle of these rings. You can kind of see they do give you a few. Well, I wouldn't even say it's a few seconds, but it's just a like a second to prepare. Now you have to be pretty accurate by moving in the center of these rings. You cannot hit the outside edge of the rings at all. You have to be exactly in the middle, or it won't work. And of course, if you do have an opportunity to hit him, you definitely want to take that opportunity and shoot. Shoot whatever is flashing as much as you can. You don't want to have to redo a body part again. But I'm pretty sure the third phase is a lot harder. Sadly, we don't have any horseshoes.
Now's your only chance, Sly. You've got to get to his head and destroy it before his auto...
I am. Flowers.
Oh, no, no. Wow, you have got to be kidding me.
My intellect is refined. My experience is related. My skills are superior. You can't dodge me forever. You're the weakest Cooper I've yet encountered. I am. You said it.
Ah, really? That is BS. Well, thankfully we've got a horseshoe now. So of course, if you do get a horseshoe in this boss fight, you don't want to lose it on the first two. The first two are very easy to dodge. The first one, of course, is a lot easier it's easy to dodge the pattern once you know the patterns of the attacks. Very easy to dodge. But then the second phase, once you know the patterns of the rings, is very easy to dodge there as well. You shouldn't have any trouble anywhere except for the third one, and if you do have a horseshoe, it makes that a lot easier. Of course, it's kind of difficult to go into this boss fight with two horseshoes. I'm not sure if you can like level select this boss fight, come in here with two horseshoes. If you can, that'll make it a lot easier, but I don't know for sure if you can do that or not. but it would definitely make going into that third section a lot easier. Definitely don't want to lose a, like I just said, you definitely don't want to lose a horseshoe during through this section. The patterns are very easy to, you know, it's once you get to the hang of going through the rings, it's very easy to do it do it over and over again. I mean, the last few times I've had to do this, I didn't get hit, and I didn't have a horseshoe, so I shouldn't get hit now that I do have a horseshoe. And of course, you don't want to lose the horseshoe so as early on as in this section. I would rather wait until I got closer before I started taking damage, but that's not always a guarantee. I didn't expect to take damage where I did. I guess I'm gonna have to get the timing down for. Oh crap! Really? That is BS. I damn did it again. It does look like you can actually go on the, not the purple sections of the ring, but that very inside edge of the ring, the brown thing that's not got the electricity running through it. It looks like you can clip that, but anything past that I would definitely suggest not hitting. And it's just best if you can kind of line it up in the middle as best as you can. Of course, the jetpack does get in the way of the rings and shooting him in the face once it's that time. Just trying to shoot him, and when you can't see, just get the targeting. Just follow the targeting, and that's where you'll need to hit. But with the dodging, you kind of want to get out a little bit farther. So I guess you just wait for the attack to go away, and make sure you hold the circle button down. That's something that messed me up here the first time. I didn't hold the circle button down all the way. But be careful through here. You don't want to trip the alarms. Crap, because I don't know where to go now. No, you. why you want to be careful because of the lasers there. Not sure exactly where to go now. Probably just up here. Oh, just attack the head. No. Ah, what is it doing? It's not working right.
Clockwerk is.
Superior. So all you have to do is just keep hitting the head.
But I managed to snatch that last piece of the Thievius Raccoonus from Clockwerk's claw. I had taken down each member of the Fiendish Five: Lolly, Mugshot, Ms. Ruby, Panda King, and finally Clockwerk. I'd beaten them all one by one and reclaimed my birthright. Of course, there was no way I could have gotten here without the help of my pals. I know this hasn't been easy for them, but they stuck with me through it all. Boy, it took a lot of guts for him to get out in the field with me. I know he was scared, but he's got more heart than anyone I've ever known. Thank goodness for Bentley. Without his expertise, I'd have never found my way off that rooftop in Paris. A guy couldn't ask for a better gang of friends. Who could ever forget the lovely Carmelita? Looks like we're not going to be friends anymore. Now that Clockwerk's death ray is out of commission, we're back to playing cops and robbers. I thought for sure she was going to slap the handcuffs on me right then and there. But instead, she was true to her word and gave me that 10-second head start. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. I felt bad leaving her stranded on a giant rock, but I knew it wouldn't be long before we'd see each other again.
So there you go. That was the game. At least the boss fight, anyway. That's a pain in the butt boss fight. I mean, it wouldn't be so bad if they would at least leave you a checkpoint for each life. You know, of course, if you game over, you have to do the entire boss fight over again. I would understand that, but having to do the entire boss fight over again each time that you lose a life, that makes it a lot harder, especially going into the third section. You know, the first two phases are a little bit easier because you can kind of tell the patterns very quickly. You know, the patterns for the first shots in the first section pretty easy, and then figure out how to get through the rings for the second section. Yeah, pretty easy to do. But I think the hard part is the third section, because they don't tell you where to go. You can get hit by the purple things that he keeps shooting at you through the first section. The lasers in the second section. Once you get around there, you have to remember to make sure you hold the circle button down through the not the sliding sections, but the shimmying sections. So it makes it's a very, very difficult boss fight and a very big pain, but I guess it kind of makes up for the Panda King being so easy, because that's definitely by far the easiest boss fight, a lot easier than Raleigh, which should be the easiest, being the first boss fight. But yeah, a pretty fun game. Definitely like it. It's really, really fun game.
I hate to tell you this, Sly, but the Thievius Raccoonus isn't fully restored. You're gonna have to go back and unlock all the vaults to find the pages you're missing. There is some good news, though. A friend of mine in Japan just sent me this really cool movie. And guess what? It's all about us.
Let me think. I think this is like a behind the scenes thing. Of course, I don't have any subtitles for it, so you really can't tell what's going on. just let it play without talking over it.
規則たるもの名誉にかけて狙うは悪党のみ善人からは奪わないところが俺様が秘伝書を受け継ぐことになったよ突然5人のギャングがやってきた奴らは俺を守ろうとした父ちゃんをそしてとうとう見つけ出してしまったんだ大切なラクーナの秘伝書を奴らは俺様の全てを奪いやがったきっと中に書かれた技を使って悪いことをしでかすに違いねえそして俺様は一人ぼっち町の孤児院に入っただがここで素晴らしい仲間に出会ったんだ天才発明家頼れる相棒ベントレーそしてマーロン食いしん坊でちょっとドジだがまあ憎めない弟分さ仲間と一緒に俺様は父ちゃんの敵を討ちそして秘伝書を取り返すクーパーの名前に恥じない義足になれるかそれとも失敗してご先祖の顔に泥を塗るのかさあ俺様たちの運命はどっちだ
Alright, so that was that. But I'm not gonna get the last clue bottle right now. I'm going to wait for the wrap-up video to do that. But what I am going to do is I'm going to talk about the trivia for the entire level that I just did, or I guess the entire episode that I just did. Cold Heart of Hate, and we'll start with a hazardous path. A hazardous path is a level in Cold Heart of Fate, and Sly Cooper and the Thievius Raccoonus, after defeating the Panda King Sly and the gang, travel to Krakkarov volcano to face Clockwerk, the last member of the Phoenix Five. When they arrive, the road is blocked by a massive door, which Sly opens by shooting the lock, and with the van's turret. While venturing through, they have to dodge Robo-Falcons, the Clockwerk's death ray, as well as mines to get through to the next area. And we'll go to Burning Rubber. Burning Rubber is a level in the Cold Heart of Hate. Sly Cooper, after crossing the previous level, Sly and the gang find themselves inside a cavern which has several computers suspended in its ceiling. In order to venture further in Clockwerk's fortress, they have to analyze the computers. Seeing as Murray trashed the van's turret, Bentley has to hack the computer's connection couplings, making them fall. Murray has to run over them with the Cooper van. However, the cavern soon fills with fire slugs. They are trying to destroy the computers before Murray. Murray has to use the van to ram the computers before the fire slugs destroy them. A Daring Rescue is next. A Daring Rescue is a level in Cold Heart of Hate. After beating the fire slugs to the computer, Sly enters what seems to be the fortress's main room. Carmelita Fox is trapped in a containment unit inside a special chamber. At the end of the room, Bentley warns Sly that it's probably a trap, but Sly insists on saving Carmelita. In order to do so, Sly must avoid the dart shooting machines by using a barrel and as a shield. Once he enters the chamber and destroys Carmelita's containment unit, the chamber fills with deadly gas. Clockwerk appears on the chamber screens, laughing and mocking Sly, stating that empathy has always been the downfall of the Cooper clan. Bentley has to make use of his hacking skills to deactivate the gas and free Sly. So Bentley Comes Through is the next area. Bentley Comes Through is a level in Cold Heart of Hate and Sly Cooper, with Sly and Carmelita trapped and about to die inside Clockwerk's gas chamber. Bentley has to pull his hacking skills to put his hacking skills to good use by hacking one of Clockwerk's computers to shut down the gas. Trivia: Bentley Comes Through is the first ever hacking mission in the Sly Cooper franchise of video games. This is also the first mission in the series where Bentley is playable. It is also the only hacking mission in Sly Cooper and the Thievius Raccoonus. Sly Cooper, Thieves in Time's alter ego hacking minigames use a remixed version of this mission's music. So we'll go to a Temporary Truce. Temporary Truce is a level in the Cold Heart of Hate and Sly Cooper. After escaping the deadly gas chamber, Carmelita asks Sly why he let her go. Why he didn't let her die. Seeing as she is his enemy, Sly answers that while they are on opposite sides of the law, they are not enemies. Carmelita then decides to make a temporary truce with Sly. Suddenly, a Robo-Falcon appears and steals Sly's cane. Carmelita is able to destroy him, but the cane falls on top of Clockwerk's factory. Sly runs to recover while Carmelita protects him from the fire slugs and Robo Falcons. Trivia: this is the first time in this series that Carmelita is playable. Sinking Peril. Sinking Peril is a level in Cold Heart of Fate in Sly Cooper. After recovering his cane, Sly makes his way to Clockwerk's Deathway, where Carmelita has stashed her jetpack before Clockwerk captured her. Unfortunately, the magnetronic support fields for the Death Ray had been destroyed due to Carmelita's shooting, and the whole machine was about to fall apart. Sly must reach the jetpack before the lava destroys him. No trivia for this level. So, A Strange Reunion. A Strange Reunion is the boss level in Cold Heart of Fate and Sly Cooper. After covering Carmelita's jetpack, Sly confronts Clockwerk, the malicious fifth member and founder of the Fiendish Five. Clockwerk recognizes Sly's efforts as being remarkable and stated that the Coopers always found a way to beat him. Surprised, Sly asks how old Clockwerk is, and the mechanical beast arrogantly replies that perfection has no age and explains that his hatred for the Cooper clan allowed him to live for thousands of years. Let's see. No trivia. Yeah, no trivia. And that's it. So, I thank you for watching. The challenge of the video is how many hits in total did it take to kill Clockwerk? I thank you for watching. Next time I'll do the wrap-up video, and I will get the last clue, or I guess I'll open the last safe. So until then, later everyone.